Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. It's been a little while. I hope you're doing well, but today we're back playing Reminiscence. I know it's been a little while since we played this mod pack. My last world got corrupted, so unfortunately we can't play on that world anymore, but we are back. Gonna start this off with a fresh new world, and I know it's not Farmer's Paradise. Not gonna lie, I kind of got bored of that with all the new create stuff there was to learn. It just kind of fried my brain a little bit. But I am happy to be back on Reminiscence, and it looks like we got a good spawn. Middle of a plains biome, we got some flat land over here, a dark oak forest. Get on top of these trees and see if we can't see anything else as well. See a couple of sheep over there. We're gonna go ahead and collect up their leather. Or not leather, wool. I'm seeing some very good flatlands to build our base upon, but first things first, let's go ahead and get those sheep and then chop down a couple of trees so we can get some wood. Now, if I remember correctly, I should just be able to punch the sheep to get the wool, and that looks about right. There we go. We got 3 wool, enough for a bed already. Let's go ahead and dye them all red so we have that classic red bed. Like to soak some flowers for dye. Looks like we even have a little cave system that starts right here. So once we get some trees, looks like we should be able to get some coal pretty easily too. Nice. This is looking to be a good start to the series so far. I see some pumpkins up there, so once we get a little base established, we'll have some pumpkins growing. Now I did make one little change to the mod pack, or yeah, one change to the mod pack, one to the survival. So we are playing on easy mode because I kind of suck at playing Minecraft survival, I'm not gonna lie. So we're playing on easy mode, have a little bit more of a comfy cozy experience. Go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe, and let's go get some stone so we can get up to stone tools already. But the one change I made to the mod pack is I included, I think it's called tree harvester or tree feller, just because I get pretty bored of chopping down a lot of trees. It's a lot nicer to have it just come down all in one hit. Alright, looks like 56 should be our magic number. I know that's a lot more than you need to make tools, but figured I'd go ahead and gather some to start off our base as well. Let's go ahead, get to the crafting table, make up our stone tools, and then we can finally start our little adventure for looking for a spot to build. Look at that, with 2 trees we almost have a whole stack of 64 wood. Isn't that nice? What I would like to do is build somewhere kind of close to the water. I think I see a ruined nether portal over here, so let's go ahead and search that guy a little bit. See if we can't get some gold. Oh, and I just realized, you see the little bubbles down there by my hearts? So it looks like it's the old air system, so when you pop up above, you don't need to regenerate the bubbles, they just all come back at once. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nothing too bad. We got some iron, obsidian, a clock, that's nice, a gold apple, and some flint and steel. Looks like there's a gold block in the middle of this lava too, but I don't want to risk it. Let's just continue on looking for a nice little spot to build up for now. I think we're going to keep following this water line because it seems to be dark oak forest for a little bit of the ways, which is what I want to build with, or at least the dark oak wood. Oh, what is this? Bird's nest with eggs. Cool. Looks like we got some more onions here too. We're doing pretty alright on those, but we'll gather some more just to be safe. It looks like there's a jungle over there. I see that one jungle tree in the distance. There's also one hiding behind there. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. But it looks like if we continue down this riverway, there'll be a lot more biomes to explore. But I'm not really searching for more biomes, just a better spot to build up our base, if I'm being honest. I see a hill over here, so that might actually be perfect. Looks like we're going closer to the jungle. So we'll probably be building with a different wood than what we have. Probably birch or oak wood. Ooh, this actually looks perfect. I have a side of a mountain I can dig into here. Almost kill myself on a tree. Y'all do know how I love making mountain houses, so that looks like what we're gonna do again. Sticking to what I'm used to. I see some copper over there too, so we might be able to make copper tools not before long. It's getting nighttime, so here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead, make a little bed, and see if we can't get to sleeping already. Oh, baby zombie. Alright, well that's a terrible idea. Let's climb into the side of this hill here and see if we can actually sleep in here. Well, that didn't work too well. What if we block off this here and put a torch right there? Hopefully that makes this homey. There we go. Back to daytime. Let me go get my crafting table so I don't lose that. And then let's get to work chopping down a bunch of trees. Because we need to clear out this land a little bit so I can see what we're actually going to be working with. Alright, so I'm seeing some pretty good potential here. We're going to have to clear out a bunch of trees over this way. But this side of the mountain is looking like it's perfect for building a house in. Man, it would just seem that these wild onions spawn everywhere. That's actually pretty nice. Very easy source of food. Alright, so we got a whole stack and 18 of wood. Let's see what we can't start turning the side of this mountain here into. I'm thinking, honestly, we're going to take this little corner here and then make a house out of that. Because this little thing is recessed and I don't want to have like a, what do you call it? I don't want to build here, basically. So we're gonna go ahead, get on this side, place our crafting table, get a little shovel so we can do some terraforming right off the bat, and then see what we can't turn this side into. There we go. I think that looks a lot better. We'll probably pull this back eventually too, but for now, this will do. What I want to do is, first we'll bring the crafting table a little bit closer. And we'll go ahead and get a furnace started so we can start burning some of this birch wood. Because I want to turn that into charcoal. And then we'll start smelting some cobblestone too in case I have any little accidents here. Alright, so we've got the little front bit of our house done. We're on the search for some sand now. It looks like there's some just over this way. And it's about to get dark, so we better hurry this up. I didn't realize it was going to get so dark so quick. Oh, forgot to breathe some air. Alright, we're not going to need too much sand just yet, so we'll just collect up however that much is. We got 33, 34 sand. That should do pretty nicely for now. We don't really have too much glass that we're needing just yet. Go ahead and make our way back home before mobs start spawning though, which looks like it might be pretty dang soon. Whoop, a little spider buddy. Nothing too hard to deal with. Let's just hope there's no skeletons on the way back home. Oh, there's a notch zombie. Is that spider have purple eyes? That is terrifying. Alright, let's go ahead and plop our bed down and see if we can't sleep yet. Oh no, no! Alright, now let's go ahead and try to sleep. There we go. We now have our first home. Woo! Alright, let's go ahead and smelt up this glass here. And what I'm thinking about doing is, obviously this is going to be the front of the house, but we are going to, first of all, fill in our walls. I'm thinking that we have little rooms back here. So this will be a room, and this back here will be a room as well. And then the staircase to upstairs can be in the middle. There we go, we got our front windows in. Let's go ahead and get a couple of doors to complement that. So we got a little bit of copper while we were digging out the house. So we can go ahead and upgrade to copper tools. We're just going to do a pickaxe for now because we don't have too much. But I believe this should be a little bit quicker than mining with stone. Yeah, it definitely looks to be. We're looking good so far. So we've got the first entry area already done. This is going to be a little corner with some plants and a picture behind it. This is going to be back to a storage room slash crafting room. In the front, I'm not sure how we're going to decorate that just yet, but we're still getting the upstairs figured out as well. We got to finish this up by digging out this other half here. So let's go ahead and get to work on that. Alright, looks like it's getting to nighttime, so let's go ahead and craft ourselves one more pickaxe. Because I know we're about to run out of this one. Close our doors and finish up mining out this roof here. Not too many more blocks to go. I'm not sure if I want to make the floor up here cobblestone or wood planks yet. I think we'll go ahead and see which is better. Maybe a mix. Maybe we'll do cobblestone like over here and then wood up in the front. I'm not entirely sure just yet. There's our whole roof dug out. And let's go ahead and take these little pillars down, put up some wood. We'll go ahead and fill this in with wooden planks. Alright, I hear a little zombie camping outside our doors, so let's go ahead and plop our bed down, and I will see y'all in the morning time after I kill this little zombie here. There we go. It's weird not to be getting experience orbs. Alright, so it's nice and back to morning time. I think what we're going to do up here is go ahead and put some fences inside of here, like a little barrier so you don't fall down. Let's see if 6 is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be perfect, actually. There we go. That's not looking too bad. And then we're going to have to go ahead and mine a couple of trees so we can fill out this wood beam area. I think the house is turning out pretty nice, actually, to be honest. Alright, that should be enough wood for right now. Collect up our apples and saplings. And then what we'll go ahead and do is... Oh, we're getting lots of charcoal. I burned all the dark oak logs and birch logs. I still have some more to burn, but... Let's go ahead and fill in the outside here with the little beam area. After we craft ourselves another axe real quick. There we go. There we go. I'm liking that. Let's go see how it looks from the outside though. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. I think what we might do is add on some trap doors below the windows here. So let's go ahead and pick these guys up. This will be our little storage and other thing corner for just a little bit while we're getting the rest of our house set up. Alright, how many trapdoors are we going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to need 10 trapdoors total. Boom, 10 even. Yeah, I think that looks a whole lot better. Gives it a little bit more texture on the outside. And we'll add some stairs out front here. I'll actually make it out of cobblestone so it's a lot nicer. Give it a little contrast from the inside, or not from the inside, from the front here. There we go. I think that's looking a whole lot better. So now the front doesn't look so flat. And then we'll also add a nice little cobblestone walkway up to the front of the house. Cool. I'm liking that a lot, actually. We'll go ahead and replace this cobblestone out here as well with some grass so we can plant flowers on the outside here. Boom. That's looking pretty good, actually, I think. Go ahead and come in here, drop off some of the cobblestone we have because we do not need this much. Awesome. And let's go ahead and replace this floor here with cobblestone as well. Awesome. There's that. I think it looks pretty good with the cobblestone floor and ceiling, so I'll go ahead and keep that for now. This top floor, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with just yet, but let's go ahead and get started on working on our, whatchamacallit, the bedroom. Let's go ahead and get started on the bedroom. Actually, I think I just want to keep this. I don't want to make a little hallway back there. Let's go ahead and keep that like that so it's nice and even here. But what we'll do is go ahead and make the bedroom over this way since we have more space this way in the mountain. Here we go. We have a little hallway with our bedroom inside of it now. It's nothing fancy because we don't have much to decorate with, but we do have a bedroom. And with that, it is already nighttime once again, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of sleep and figure out what next in the morning. Alrighty, let's see what we're working with here. I think we're gonna go ahead and mine out the copper in the side of this hill here. And then we're also gonna need to chop down a bunch more trees because once again, we are out of wood. Look at that. We got a big ravine beside our base too. That's pretty cool. Come here, copper. You're mine. Boom. 6 pieces of copper. That'll get us about 2 more pickaxes out of it. That's not too shabby. Boom. Go ahead and smelt this copper up. And let's go chop down a whole bunch more trees. I'm liking how our area is starting to clear out quite a bit, but I would like it to be a little bit more clear. That's looking nice and clear for my liking. I think what we'll do next is make a little pathway over there so we can go check out the ravine, but for now it'll do. We've got so many saplings. Alright, 6 copper. Let's go ahead and smelt down the rest of our birch logs here. And finish out this hallway just a little bit. I'm not sure how much space we're working with here. It looks to be a good little bit, but I think we'll just go ahead and make this part of the hallway wood. Here we go. That's looking pretty cool. I think we'll get some potted plants and whatnot up here as well, once we finally do get them. Maybe a painting or 2 as well. Well, let's go ahead and see. We got loads of charcoal here. Tons of cobblestone. We're going to need to make another chest already, god dang. Let's go ahead and just put it back over this way. Cool. That's looking good. I think what our next goal is going to be is starting a mine shaft. So I know we have the little ravine over here, but what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and make a little mining area just back here. And we're going to have to make a ton of some ladders here. 42 ladders should be enough, I hope at least. Oh, we should probably make a backup pickaxe before we start going to mine too. Oh, cobblestone. Boom and boom. Backup pickaxe and a backup shovel as well, because this thing looks like it's about to break in 1 hit. And we'll go ahead and start mining away. Ooh, looks like we found a little cave here. Oh, I see it. Oh, look at that skeleton go. Oh, he was spinning in circles. I don't know if you saw that. There we go. Not too hard to kill. I've got some copper here. That's always good. Love me some copper. What do we have down this way? Ooh, iron ore. Very beautiful. Beautiful indeed. This looks to be a decent-sized cave system. Not seeing too many ores in here, though, which is a real bummer. Oh, got a little bit more iron there. And that's a dead end. Let's go ahead and scoop this little bit up. Making sure to keep my eye out on the ceiling for any ores, but I haven't seen any just yet. It looks like these couple of veins here are gonna do it for this little section of the mine, which I'm not complaining about. 10 iron is pretty decent. We'll see how much copper we get. Oh, there's another little chunk of iron right here. Woo! Almost got hit by that gravel. Yeah, I think I saw some more copper back here. Yeah. Go ahead and get these little dudes up as well. Man, this is a big van. We got 37 copper, so we should be able to go ahead and build ourselves a nice full set of copper armor here soon. Go ahead and get our ladders going back up to the top. Hey, and just in time for nighttime to start hitting. Let's go ahead and head back inside, get our copper smelting, and let's go ahead and get some sleep. I will see y'all next thing in the morning. Alright, while all of this copper is smelting, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea real quick. Alright, looks like I came back just in time. Alright. Oh, my oh, my copper is done smelting, so let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice set of copper armor. What is that? A lightning rod, interesting. It looks like copper gives us increased mining speed, which is very nice because I hate slow mining. Now, let's go ahead and talk upload schedule for this series. I don't believe I'll be doing weekly uploads. I think I'm going to go to doing every other week. I'm not going to set a schedule in place 100% because I know I'm probably not going to stick to it after a while. I'll probably just get burnt out if I do every single week. So it's going to be a series that I post kind of whenever I want to, which isn't too terrible. I feel like that'll probably be every other week, at least. If not, we'll see where it goes. But for now, I'm feeling like it's gonna be an every other week kind of deal. Not sure why we're chopping wood. I still need to go and mine some. Let's see. Pop those back in there. Oh, we do need to make more ladders actually. 38 ladders. Let's see if we can get a little more. There we go. 44 looking like a good deal. Pop this back in there, and let's go get a little more mining action going on. Oh no! Oh, that was way too close. Shoot. We're gonna need food now, so let's cancel the mining action and let's see if we can't go hunt for some animals. I see a little pig up here. Come here, little piggy. Man, look at that. I just climbed to the top of our mountain and gosh, that looks pretty. It looks like we have coral in the water too, so for some reason this is registered as an ocean biome. But it's getting dark, so let's go back home and cook up our pork chops so we're not almost dying. Ooh, looks like we have some more onions growing over this way too, so if we're ever in a pinch we can go ahead and eat those guys up. Let's craft ourselves an iron pickaxe. I want to see if that is actually quicker than a copper one. Boom. Now we're back up almost to full health. Now we can go ahead and get to mining. If we drop down the proper way, that is. Had a little drop down, but it didn't take too much health. Get some cobblestone and fill in this back wall so we can get those ladders up. Let's keep our torches in our offhand because I noticed that you can't block with your sword if you have something in your offhand. Man, look at this. This is a big old cave system. I need to craft some more torches for this bad boy. Looks like we got a decent amount of copper in here, which I cannot complain about. Got a little bit of coal too. We're doing pretty fine on charcoal, but guess it can't hurt to have some extra. Man, there's a whole lot of copper in this mine. We might be set for days with this amount. I think we're gonna have more than enough to make a second set of armor. Obviously, we don't need a second set of armor, but just to kind of visualize how much copper we're getting here. Got some iron over hiding in this corner here. Go ahead and slurp all that goop. Got even more freaking copper. God dang. A little bit more iron. 3 pieces can't hurt. Let's go see what's over on this way over here. Doesn't look like there's much over this way. Do have some iron though. Got even more copper. I think at this point I might just stop mining it because we're about to hit an entire stack. And look at that, an entire stack of copper in no time. All I needed was what, one little cave system? And we're pretty dang set now. And it looks like we mined into a different cave system, which is pretty cool. Even more copper, not surprised. And even more copper this way. Alright, let's go ahead and turn back. What I'd really like is if we could get a bunch more iron, but it does not look like the cave is wanting to provide today. So we're going to go ahead and head back up top and make ourselves a little farm. Of course, we now have enough iron to make us a couple of buckets. I think this is the way back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that. I got a great memory. Ooh, and it's nighttime. Baby zombie. Stay away. Thought I heard something else walking up on us too. Alright, let's get our copper all good to smelt. Pop what we don't need back in the chest. And go ahead and get a little bit of sleep in. Alrighty, let's get our iron. We're gonna need 3 for a bucket. Boom, boom, boom. Don't need the ladders right now, but we will need a hoe. So let's go ahead, just make a copper one since we have copper right here. Copper hoe. Pop all this stuff into the chest. And we have 3 wheat seeds, 4 beetroot seeds. I think what we'll do is make our little farm over this way. So let's get some dirt so we can flatten out the area I'm thinking about building in. Grab our shovel and kind of flatten out this wall over here. Keep some more dirt in the process, which doesn't hurt. There we go. Now we have a nice little flat chunk of land. Let's go ahead and go grab some water from our little ocean over here. I'm not sure what this is. Flax. Interesting. We'll probably grow a little bit of that too. I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's search that up real quick. Flax. Used for awnings. Flax bale. Oh, you can make a doormat. A sack. Daub. I'm not sure what daub is, but interesting. Go ahead and get our little hoe out. Go grab some more water. There we go. We got some seeds growing now. Look at that. We got beetroot and wheat. And then on this side over here, I'll go ahead and plant our little flax seeds. They should have plenty of sunlight because nothing's blocking them from above. I think this thing's just blocking over this way. So they should be good. We'll go ahead and pick up some onions too and see if we can grow those as well. Boom. Go ahead and get our onions. I think we should be able to plant them in there. Not 100% sure. Yeah. Awesome. We have a little garden going now. I see a cow over here, so let's see if we... Actually, no. We'll save them. Because there's 2 cows. Once we grow some wheat, we'll be able to get animals over here. I think what we're going to do now is flatten out the land a little bit more, especially up over here. There we go. I think that's starting to look a bit better. I might honestly flatten this part out here a bit too. Boom. That's starting to look a whole lot better, actually. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab some cobblestone and make a little pathway. Yeah, I hate how that looks. So we'll make a little pathway down to farmland. Alright, so we got a little pathway down here to our farm, and then I'm going to connect it up to our mine shaft here pretty soon. I just need to get another shovel. And then before we go ahead and link it up, let's go ahead and get some sleep just so mobs aren't trying to attack us while we're mining or digging out the dirt. Let's see, grab a bit more cobblestone. Head on down here and dig up this little pathway area. Boom, there's that. And look at that, our plants are already growing pretty well. That flax looks like it's just about done, and the wheat's looking pretty dang fine too. I'm liking how this is turning out so far. Our little house is pretty nice. I like the little pathway, especially how it loops around, goes to the mine shaft. And I think that is probably going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I look forward to posting another episode very soon. But for now, I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing rest of your morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.